The runners begin to finish the first leg of the race. In only 10 miles, Jay Aldous has created a large gap between first and second place. 10 miles into the race is aid station 1. The runners have run straight on the flat surface with little direction or variety in the terrain. Aldous is the first runner to reach aid station 1.
At an aid station, primarily the runners got two main focuses: hydration, i.e. water, and nutrition. So coming into an aid station, they're going to want water, they're going to refill their water, and then they're going to look for some nutrition that works for them. And so we try to break it up and have a lot of different things: some melons, PB&J, candies, anything that's going to give a decent amount of sugar to help replenish the glycogen, and then some protein, some carbs to burn.
Jay Aldous makes a short stop at aid station 1 and begins the 6-mile run to aid station 2. Aid station 2 is located at an isolated mountain called Floating Island. Running together, Peter Lindgren and Daryl Holquist enter aid station 1. The aid stations play a vital role to the runner's nutrition and running strategy. The race has 14 aid stations spread out about every 10 miles to help the racers finish successfully.
It's really hard to visualize 100 miles. 100 miles is just, it's almost outside of comprehension when you try to visualize that. And so running it takes a whole different mental tack. You really have to look at it from the perspective of, I'm running from aid station to aid station. I'm linking up these 6 to 10 mile segments, and I'm piecing them together to create 100 miles. And so every time I run, I'm running for that next aid station. And I'm saying, all right, what's my pace supposed to be between here and there? I've planned it out, I've mapped my pace, I know what it's supposed to be, and so I try to match that between aid stations. And I think most ultra runners, especially in the 100-mile distance, look at it from that perspective, is they're linking these aid stations because that's what the pace is. You know, I gotta get there. As soon as I get to the aid station, I refuel. I get as much into my body that I can take, and then I get on the road again. And that's part of the whole piece to the puzzle in ultra running that isn't there in marathoning. Marathoning, man, you run past that aid, the guys with the cup, you grab the cup and you just slurp it down. Doesn't matter if you spill it, there's another mile and a half down the road. Here, you gotta be very astute about what is at each aid station that you need.
The runners begin the journey to aid station 2 at Floating Island. Named after its floating appearance, Floating Island has an unmanned aid station. Leaving aid station 1 is Eric Brummer. Eric lives within 15 miles of the Salt Flats and is an avid runner who uses minimalist shoe technology.
Out here, you know, drink and gamble and there's just no other people. So I'm kind of a oddity in Wendover, you know. My name's Eric Brummer. I'm from West Wendover, Nevada. But I used to be quite a drinker. I used to drink, you know, up to a 12-pack a day and just gambling and just, I don't know, just kind of degenerate lifestyle. And finally, I had to put down the drinking and put down the cigarettes, and you know, I kind of had an empty space in my life, you know, and so I took up running just to to run away from all that stuff, you know. That's what I was literally doing, running away from it. It just kind of, actually, I hated running my first couple of years. I really, you know, I trained for a couple marathons, ran a couple marathons, and I was just kind of a desperation mode just to get away from the drinking, smoking, that lifestyle, those people, you know, the whole thing. And it just actually transformed me. I started becoming an athlete, you know, that's some just totally different person, you know. I'm showing up, being more responsible, paying my bills, and buying a house. And well, actually, next month I'm celebrating 12 years without a drink, you know, without a drink or a drug or any of that stuff, you know. And well, what a different life, you know. What a different life. I do this all week. I get everything together for my gear. I get everything together here, and I've been doing this probably a couple weeks now, and I put a little bit, make sure I have everything and double check. You know, energy bars and gels. I want to get a couple more of these before I get out, just in case. Energy drink, you know, that's for emergencies on the way out there. Gatorade, little medical stuff, and tape up my feet if I need to. Salt tabs, important, no cramps. These up here, these are all my races I've done. They're my bib numbers from all the marathons and my shoes. These are kind of special. Not too many ultra runners are into these yet, but it's kind of a growing trend of minimalist shoes. And because of injuries I've had, I had to learn to run in these. I can't run in anything else now. And these, if I can't do something like that to my shoes, I just won't wear them, because these are it's kind of like running in your bedroom slippers. Yeah, we're going to be doing 16 miles of our race on the salt flats, and it's very desolate. You get out there, you get out in the middle there, you can get lost because it's just so vast. I remember one time I went running out there just for a practice run, and I parked my truck out there and I couldn't find my truck on the way back. You know, it was just amazing. I run alone. I'm out in the desert sometimes, 10 miles out by myself, and I have this little picture in my head, they're gonna find me dead out there one day, with the ravens picking my bones, and I'll lift up my headphones, have Metallica blasting or something, kind of little, thing I have in my head. What a way to go, though, If I die, I'll do something I love doing, So it takes the fear away. I run out there by myself all the time.